I'm gonna make the Finnish traditional soup called Lohikeitto today. It's the salmon soup that if you go visit Finland, you will see it on every menu. You will be offered it if you go visit somebody, and I've never made it. So I actually have a recipe here, and I'm gonna adjust it a little bit. This version is a more lighter summer version that I actually saw somebody make, and it was on YouTube. They are living in on one of the islands by the water, and they made it during the summer. Hi, if you're new here, I'm Anneli. I'm a wife, mom, grandmother, and newly retired nurse. And I'm also a Finnish Canadian. I was born in Helsinki, Finland, and I have never made this soup. My mom used to make it, my grandmother made it. When you go to Finland, my husband had it at the restaurant. But today I thought I'm gonna try it for the first time. Most foods in Finland are made with seasonal ingredients and very basic ingredients. This only has actually onion, potato, carrot, dill, of course, and a few spices, and then of course the main ingredient, which is the salmon. Usually, what I remember my mom doing is using leeks to make this, but would you believe it? There was not a leek to be had in the store today. So I'm gonna use, this is a sweet onion, and I'm just gonna use a little bit of it. And I know some of the recipes when I checked it out actually did use onion, but I know that I would prefer the leek myself. One of the first things that you do for this is that you're actually just going to saute the onions for a few minutes, just until they're a little bit translucent. And I'm just gonna heat up my pot slightly, and I'm gonna use some plant-based butter that I have here, just a small amount. That's gonna melt in there, and then I'll put the onions in there, and then it's just dicing up a few other vegetables, putting the broth in, and at the very end, you add the salmon and the dill. All right, so let's put the onions in there. I'm gonna use russet potatoes in this, and the reason why is apparently russet potatoes are starchier, but because I'm gonna make a version without cream that you would normally add in, this is just gonna be, ideally it would be fish broth, but again, I couldn't find fish broth, and I'm not one to make my own broth from the skins of the fish. I know, I must not be a true Finn, but I couldn't do it. So I'm using vegetable broth instead of fish broth. And because I'm not gonna add the cream in, I'm gonna use these starchy potatoes and just smash it up a little bit at the end when it's nice and tender. And that'll give it a little bit of that thickness, and the starches, when they're released, will thicken up the broth. That's at least what I'm hoping. We'll see how it turns out. Oh, I can hear the onions sizzling, and they're starting to smell good. All right, with this type of soup, I would not leave the skin on. Like a lot of Finnish dishes, especially if you have new potatoes, I leave the skin on. But I think this one is better without. So peel your potatoes, whatever type you're using. You can use other potatoes, whatever you have in season, I'm sure. But just because I'm trying out this summer version where it's a bit lighter, I thought the russet potatoes would, you know, give off a bit more starch to maybe thicken up the soup a little bit. The other thing that's interesting is in the summer version, or the lighter version that they sometimes call the Nordic version, they add bay leaves. And I don't remember my mom doing that, but I'm gonna add some bay leaves. And in Finland, and well, maybe it's not Finland, maybe it's just at home where I live, but my mom always used to put these little balls. I thought it was just pepper, like round peppers that weren't ground, but it's all spice. And that is what I'm gonna use in this. And I'm gonna put about 5 or 6 of these little guys into the soup. It's gonna flavor it, but you definitely don't wanna bite into this when you're having your soup. I'm gonna now add in the potatoes, let it keep sauteing, and let's do up the carrots right after that. My husband has wanted nonstick pans forever, and we have tried many types in the past because he loves to make pancakes in the morning. He makes pancakes, and I can hear him some mornings cursing away because his pancakes are sticking to his frying pan. This year for Christmas, he got me a whole set of nonstick pots and pans. I didn't want them, and I didn't know how to tell him without hurting his feelings. I even talked to my kids about it. I said, oh my gosh, because I didn't want them. You have to be so careful with them because otherwise all kinds of nasty chemicals can release if you scratch those pans at all. So I was terrified. I thought, there's no way I'm gonna cook with those pans. I finally told him, and he had to package them all up, and that was another chore, and he took them back. But I'm really happy that this video is actually sponsored by Caraway. So when Caraway got in touch with me, I was really excited because now I can get those nonstick pans for my husband that he's been dying to have, and they are non-toxic and safe. Their coating is actually ceramic, and there's no PTFEs in them. There are no forever chemicals in them. They've tested them for over 200 different compounds and chemicals, and they're not in these pots and pans. I'd actually recommend you get the whole cookware set like I did. It comes with the saute pan, fry pan, Dutch oven, and saucepan, plus lids for all of them, and a lid holder, and a magnetic pan rack for storage. Caraway's cookware set is discounted 20% as a bundle. And if you stack my discount code, that's another 10% off on anything site-wide. Right now, they're also running a sweepstakes. Every dollar you spend is an entry to win $100,000 cash or a full kitchen remodel. Okay, I have chopped up all the carrots. I'm gonna add these in right now. We're gonna add the bay leaves. I'm just gonna put 2 in. Probably 1 would be enough. And then I'm gonna count out about 5 or 6 of these guys, these allspice guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, good. Now for the vegetable broth. I'm actually making a little bit more than this recipe calls for because I just can't stick to a recipe. I've always got to change it up a bit. So I'm using way more potatoes, way more carrots, and I've got more salmon that this is requiring. So this is basically a trial, but I know I need more than that. So this is a liter, 1,000 mils of broth, but I'm gonna definitely add a second, at least half of this. It's probably too much. It's gonna be more soupy than stewy. Well, this is coming to a boil because basically then you're just gonna simmer it until the vegetables are tender. And once that happens, I am going to take out a little bit of the potatoes to mash them up to give the stew a bit of a thicker consistency. And then at the end, we're gonna add the salmon and all the other little things that we're gonna add to it. I don't remember my mom adding lemon to hers, but I think because I'm not making it creamy, I think this is good. And I read it somewhere that it would be nice. So I'm gonna add a little bit of lemon, maybe a little bit of lemon zest and lemon juice. And then of course it's gonna have the requisite dill that every Finnish dish has in it. And I'm gonna add, this is the plant-based butter. I'm just gonna add a little tiny bit to it. So you can do this with just a little splash of olive oil to saute because you don't need to use a lot of oil with ceramic cookware like Caraway. Just a tiny bit goes a long way. So if you're trying to decrease your intake of oils, that's perfect. I'm gonna add a little bit of this plant-based butter to add some creaminess to it. And hopefully along with the starchy potatoes smashed up a little bit, it will thicken it up slightly without any cream or any dairy products in it. Oh my God, a crappy lemon. I'm sure it's got some juice in there, I don't want to waste it. We went to Finland, when I went to Finland with my sisters a few years ago, we were staying at a hotel, so we went to the hotel restaurant. They all had the salmon soup except me because it's like every region in every country has their own versions. So of course they had to taste the salmon soup to see if it tasted like what we grew up eating. I don't remember what they said. I know they liked it. All right, I think the potatoes are done. So I am going to just take some of these potatoes out and smash them with my fork. I will take out the bay leaves also. I won't leave them in. The peppercorns though, I'll leave those in. I think that's good enough. This will just, hopefully, the plan is that it's gonna just thicken up the soup a little bit. I realize now that I added a lot of broth. You know, sometimes if I do that, if I've got too much liquid, you can just leave the lid off and let it boil, and some of that liquid will evaporate away and thicken the soup. And if you're a Finnish person, let me know how you make your lohikeitto, and if you've done this version without cream and what you think about it. Okay, let's try to fish out those 2 bay leaves. I saw them. There it is. There's one. There's the other one. Okay, good. Here's the salmon. I did the deed. I pulled the skin off. It's not one of my favorite things to do, but I did it. And I bought this from, we have this local store that is, it's like a fish market. They actually get fresh fish and seafood in, so I got it from them. Okay, the soup has come back to a simmer, and I'm gonna add the salmon in. That's it. Well, definitely a lot stewier now. So this is only gonna be 5 minutes, and then it will be done. And I'm not gonna put the lid back on. I'm just gonna let this simmer away like this now. All right, it's looking good. Everything looks good, but I'm gonna add in the lemon zest. I'm gonna add in a little bit of butter. And you know what the rest is going for? I'll show you in just a sec. And I'm gonna chop up a little bit of dill. Well, is this a little bit or is that a lot? My husband would die. I don't know why, he loves pickles, but he's not a fan of dill. But it's what makes everything taste so delicious. I'm gonna add in some of this shriveled up lemon juice. Actually, that was quite a bit of juice in there, even though it didn't look good. I'm gonna add in the dill. Oh my gosh. It looks pretty close. I mean, it's not the creamy version my mom made, but it looks otherwise just like the lohikeitto that I used to eat. So here it is. This is the lohikeitto, but the summer version, made with broth and no cream in it. It looks pretty darn good, doesn't it? It's very heavy salmon. I could have probably added more potatoes and things into it, but it looks good. It's a nice light soup for the summer. Now, the only other thing that's missing from this is, did you guess? You can't have lohikeitto without rye bread. Now, I buy this from the online store that's called Fingoods, and once in a while they have fresh bread orders, so I had this in my freezer. I'm gonna cut a slice, and I'm gonna taste the soup. I'm just gonna grab a little piece. This is already, traditionally this rye bread would be one whole ring, and you'd have to slice it through, but it's already been cut for me, which is nice. And I'm gonna add a little bit of butter to the rye bread. This is how you would have it in Finland. A big slice of rye bread, not this little itsy bitsy piece that I've got. And then you would have it right with your soup. I'm dying to try this to see if it's really tasting like what I remember. But let me first try the rye bread. I love rye bread. Okay, let's taste the broth. One thing I forgot to do. I didn't add a single bit of salt into it, which is good, but definitely you have to add salt. So I'm just gonna salt mine and then I'll add some to that. Okay, let me taste it. Oh, that is so good. I should have tasted it without the salt. I don't even know if I would have needed it. It is really good. And the thing is, my kids with all these dairy allergies and things, they'll be able to eat this too, and they love fish. This is so good. You don't need to add any cream to this. Have you made this before? If you're Finnish, tell me, without cream. Caraway's cookware set is already discounted at 20%, but stack my code Anneli for an extra 10% off site-wide. Every dollar spent is one entry into the sweepstakes for $100,000 cash or a full kitchen makeover. I really hope you liked this video and enjoyed my first time making Lohikeitto or Finnish salmon soup. Let me know if you're Finnish, you've made it, what your version is, and if you're gonna make it if you're not Finnish. I hope you have a great week. I'll see you in the next video. Take care, bye.